we doing, San Francisco? I'm excited to be here. Who here took Muni here? Anyone take Muni? Yeah, just some of you. You're lucky you got here on time. Okay, well, I had to take Muni, and I was waiting for the Muni train at the Castro Underground Station. Imagine that. And this is what I heard from the announcement. Bing, bing, 2-car, K, in 58 minutes. Right? I thought I was gonna be late, and like a fool, I had no choice but to wait for it. And this is what I heard in 58 minutes. I heard, bing, bing, 2-car, K, Tuesday. It's ridiculous. It never gets you anywhere fast. It's crazy. I do a lot of traveling too. I was just in Las Vegas, and a friend of mine said, Ron, what hotel did you stay at? And I said, T.I., meaning Treasure Island. And she said, what? You stayed at the TL? And I thought that would be great if there was a Tenderloin-themed resort. I mean, they already have one in Nevada. It's called Reno. Have you guys been there? It is rough. It is rough. I just did stand-up arena last week. They paid me in meth. And that's fine. It keeps me thin and TV ready. And that's what's important in this business, right? So, you guys out there, you're a very good-looking crowd today. You are. But then again, I just got back from Reno, so that is like comparing apples and corpses. It is not right up there, is what I'm telling you. Thank God you're here. How do you guys stay good looking? Does anybody do yoga? Yeah? Oh, I hate people that do yoga. And and I'm a yoga teacher, so namaste. That's how you know I'm real. You seem very nice, but people that do yoga in San Francisco are very judgmental. They are. I went to teach class the other day, and the girl was like, ugh, you're the yoga teacher? And I was like, yeah, so? And she went, ugh, I ever heard you say that you were hungover. I'm like, I'm just a yoga teacher. I can still have a drink every now and then, lady. She goes, no, you're a yoga teacher. You should listen to your body. Your body will tell you what it wants. Your body will tell you what it needs. And I was like, listen, I've been listening to my body for 35 years, and it tells me it wants boys and Vicodin. So back off, Moonbeam, back off, okay? And I'm sorry, I can't stand vegans. Are there any vegans here? Any vegans? I can't. There was actually supposed to be a whole hill full of them, but they ran out of energy halfway through the park. Dad's out there dropping agave in their mouths in between sets, trying to wake them up. I have a friend in LA, she's raising her kids to be vegan. I'm like, no, that's not right. Can you imagine? It's going to be the worst childhood birthday party ever. Talk about a sad piñata. After 3 hours, little Timmy finally musters up enough energy to crack that thing open, and then bam, a giant cauliflower comes out and gives him a concussion. Terrible! Why would you do that? Why? Why? One thing that you might not know about looking at me and listening to me is that I love football. Do we have football fans out there? Taking time away from the game today? I love football. And every year I host a Super Bowl party, but that's because 5 years ago I was invited to a vegan Super Bowl party. Yeah, bring a book. And my Super Bowl parties consist of me and 5 gay guys. Nobody has any idea what the hell is going on with the game. All we know is that anytime someone gets tackled, we do Cosmo shots. And that's a good time, right, everyone? Want to come to my game? So I know the most about the game, and I got tired of having to re-explain to my friends what the commentator just said. I'm like, we don't need closed captioning, we need queer captioning. It would just pop up on the screen in easy to understand gay terms. Like, this is how it would work. At one point during this particular game, the commentator said, Nick's got the ball. He ran it really far down the field, almost getting a touchdown, resulting in 1st and goal. And my gay friends were like, huh? What does that mean? And if we had queer captioning, it would just pop up, the tight end took it really deep. You know, if you don't laugh at me, it's a hate crime. Now, And there was another part of the game where the commentator said the New England Patriots are being fined a 15-yard penalty due to unsportsmanlike conduct, resulting in 4th and long. And my gay friends were like, huh? What does that mean? And if we had queer captioning, it would just pop up, the dudes in pretty colors are being little bitches. You guys, this is the Fresh Faces of Comedy Hour. You ready for more comedy? Thanks so much for being here. The first comic that I'm going to bring to the stage just actually moved from the Bay Area to New York, but he's back to perform for you today. Please give it up for Gary Anderson!
Thank you, guys. Give it up for your host, Ron Vai. Give it up for him one more time. Awesome. Yeah. Just moved to New York. Guys, I'm at an age where I'm learning to accept who I am as a person. You know, like I have a lot of goals, but also know that certain things have to happen if I'm ever gonna achieve these goals. Like one of my goals is I want to finish reading the Bible. But I know in order to do that, I'm gonna have to spend 6 to 12 months in jail. Like I need that confinement, you know? It's weird. Comedians ask me for workout tips sometimes and I give them the exact same advice. I'm like, dude, just go to jail. Like, have you ever seen someone come home from jail? They're in the best physical shape of their lives and they're well read. Like, what's the downside? But they'll be like, well, I'm actually on my way to the gym, so just tell me, what should I do? And I'm like, dude, don't go to the gym. Like, all you have to do is get caught in the backseat of a stolen car with like 1 to 5 grams of cocaine, you know, depending on your fitness goals. How much weight you trying to lose? Did you guys watch the World Cup this summer?
Yeah.
It's good, it was good. I was watching it. And my 2-year-old nephew was upstairs watching the game, and Colombia scored their first goal, and my 2-year-old nephew yelled out, touchdown. That's what he yelled out, touchdown. And I teared up a little bit, because I was just like, now that's a real goddamn American up there. He's 2 years old, and he already knows what this country's all about, spewing total ignorance, but with confidence. Like he's on his way. I don't have any kids, but I had to buy a pregnancy test once in college. And pregnancy tests are weird as hell to me because they come in packs of 2. It's like, what kind of confidence do you have in your product when you're telling people like, hey, this is 99% accurate, but yo, take that other one too. Just in case. It's weird. So anyway, this girl, she takes the first test, and that test comes back negative, and I'm like really excited about that. But for some reason, she picked up the second test, and I knocked it out of her hands. I was like, nah, I think we're good. We have the results we were seeking. Let's go to the club or something, you know? But she was like, no, I'm not just gonna hoard pregnancy tests in my bathroom drawer, I'm gonna take it. So she took the second test, and that test came back positive. And she's all freaking out. She's like, oh my God, what do we do now? I'm like, what do you mean, what do we do now? We buy more tests. It's gonna turn into a best out of 7 NBA Finals series. It's like, no, yes, no, yes, no, no, I win. Give me my trophy. I like to thank God. He's always been there for me. I like to thank my teammates. We got great camaraderie, great chemistry. We studied a lot of film. And I know when we split those first 2 tests, I thought we was going to lose because we lost home field advantage, but we persevered, defied the odds, came back on game 6. I just moved to New York, guys, and I was having a really hard time finding a place in New York because I never know how to respond to like email ads with listings of, you know, I never know how to respond to those. I'm always on the fence about whether or not I should say that I'm black, you know, just for full disclosure. Like, cause I don't want to spring it on people, you know what I mean? So I wrote it in a response to an ad, but I wrote it with that same nervous energy. Like, I don't know if I should be writing this. Like, okay, I'll just read you guys real quick what I wrote. It was for a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom in East Williamsburg. So I just did the standard stuff about me, and then I grew up in San Francisco, attended college in the Midwest, fan of acceptance, free thinking, and creativity. What to expect? I'm a stand-up comic, so spots on the guest list for everyone. And comedy shows in late, so it's important for me to live in a safe neighborhood. These laughs aren't worth dying for. So I wrote that, and then I wrote, what else? I'm black. I hope that's not an issue. If it is, then duh, ha ha. What am I saying? It's 2014. Of course it's not an issue. I shouldn't have assumed that you guys aren't black. Like, what was I thinking? Well, I didn't even mention it. You know what? Just moving along. So I wrote that. Then definitely interested in the place, blah, blah. Thanks for your time, Gary. P.S. Back to the black thing. I think it'd be hilarious if I'm like, no, that's not an issue, but you're reading it like, oh, but it may be an issue. But you continued reading all the way through till the end, despite knowing that you're not feeling it, and that to me is racial progress. Because it's like, we don't want him in our house, but let's see what else he has to say. All right, thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of the show.